Hello and welcome to the Inspiring Inking Facebook page and the Inspiring Inking YouTube channel. I'm Amanda Fowler and today is Tuesday the 18th of October, World Menopause Day. We will get back to that in a little while, but how are you? If you're here live, can you give me a light and sound check? I hope I have sorted out the sound issues from last week. I would really appreciate it if you would let me know. The downside is I've got quite a cough. So my voice is probably going to be sounding a bit strange as opposed to the microphone, but obviously it would really help to know if all is well. Sometimes the comments just take a few moments to come through. So whilst I'm waiting for that, if this is the first time you have popped in to see a craft and chat, please know we have about 20 minutes or so of chatting and then we get crafting. I've got a new kit to share with you and some Christmas things as well. So Valerie's here, Stella's here, Michelle's here. So Texas and Florida are in the house, as is down the road, round the corner from me. Hi, Michelle. Valerie is saying World Menopause Day. Yeah, actually, it is a real thing. And I am one of those people who is a bit of a passion project of talking about menopause and encouraging people to seek help. So we'll get back to that. I'm going to talk about crafting first. So let's start by saying, yeah, sound is good. Yeah, thanks, Anne. I don't think I've actually been very well for about 10 days. I've been fighting off a bug, and I've been testing for COVID like every other day. And now I've got a really bad cough. It's really bad overnight. And when I talk a lot, I start coughing. So I don't know how long today's live is going to be, but it's not COVID and it's just a bug. And I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm going to have a few days off imminently. So I'm hoping that a bit of rest and I'll be all good. Hello, Scylla. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Chris and Angela. Hello, Mum. And hello, Lorraine as well. Awesome. Well, last weekend we had Inspiring Inking Christmas crafting retreat. And yeah, like my new addition, this is one of the projects. How cool is he? Now let me just bring him close so you can zoom in. That is the amazing puff paint that we have in the catalogue. This is an MDF gnome. I will put the details of where you can find them. I did make him a friend. Little girl gnome as well. So obviously 2 different colours, but obviously the one to go in my office was always going to be blue, wasn't he? Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So next year, don't miss out because you're going to miss out on fabby projects. We had a lot of fun with the projects. We did a lot of paper crafting, but the gnome was actually the Friday evening project. So we had lots of fun. Hello, Donna. Early morning. So we've moved from it being very late in Oz to being early morning in Oz then. Hello, Marion. Hello, hello. Judith's here as well. Awesome. Right, I'm going to have to keep slurping my coffee. Oh, Lorraine, thank you. She said the Christmas retreat was awesome. The sun is not yet rising in Calgary. Deborah, you are up early. Although I was up before the sun this morning. I love this time of year because I open the curtains and sit where I sit on the sofa, um, you can see the sunrise over the houses. Um, so yeah, so it's really pretty. Um, yeah, Donna's saying it's 5 past midnight. That is dedication to the cause, Donna. That really is. Ah, so where are we all at? Can anyone believe we're halfway through October? I'm not even looking to see how many days it is till Christmas, because it won't be many. But I have started my Christmas shopping. Um, Kimberly's birthday is 5 weeks before Christmas, and Connor's birthday is 5 weeks after Christmas. It was very bad planning. So I'm always kind of this time of year birthday present shopping and Christmas present shopping. Um, so yeah, so that's good. So Amazon Prime Day was very good this year because I managed to sneak a few things in there. So that was good. And I pretty much have given up on my plan of making stuff. I wanted to crochet some things and I haven't picked up my crochet in about 3 months. Can anyone relate to that? I'm hoping that life is going to come down a little bit over the next few weeks and I will be able to get some crochet done. But I'm just not going to put the pressure on myself to try and get some crocheted stuff done for Christmas. But what I thought I would do, because I know we've been talking about doing another crochet along, and we've been talking and talking about it. And I've decided that I'm going to do one in January because January's all a bit rubbish. I feel really sorry for January as a month. It's just not great, is it? It's not a great month. But I thought I could get a head start on next year's Christmas presents. How about that for an awesome plan? And also, it's normally colder here in January and February than it is sort of October, November, December. Our winter has sort of shifted a bit to the early part of the year. So if we, make hats and gloves and scarves and things, then it'll be useful for us as well. So awesome. Valerie is sharing lots of love for the gnomes. Deborah's here. Um, Deborah's all saying she's beginning to panic as she's just started her Christmas cards. So with our Christmas cards, I do them all year really. So I'm feeling quite happy because I've got quite a few. And obviously because I had the Christmas retreat, we made 23 Christmas cards at the Christmas retreat. Plus I had to make double because obviously I made everything and then I made everything on video. So I've probably got about 50 Christmas cards. So I'm feeling okay currently. But my advice with Christmas cards is to make them in batches. I know lots of people don't like making the same card for everybody. I much prefer that because then everyone gets the same and that's easier. But if you want to make different ones, then I always suggest you make like them in batches of 10. Because then you are so much faster making 10 cards than you are 10 cards that are the same than you are making 10 individual cards. So there we go. Hi, Tessa. So Donna's saying in about 2 to 3 weeks, his son gets the keys to his new house. Anne is saying, this is so like me. I need to get my cross stitch out of the loft, Anne. Anne says she's got a cross stitch poo. I'm assuming that's Winnie the Pooh that she was making for a Christmas gift 3 years ago and it's not finished yet. Tessa's putting her hands up as well, saying the same. Marion is saying January is a fabulous month here in Australia, summer and her birthday. One day, Marion, I will be in Australia in January. It's on my list. Hello, Anne. Anne's in a Christmas card group online and they make one a week. Donna likes doing batches as well. Good morning, Kathy Jean from Canada. Judith's waiting to be inspired by me about Christmas cards. Hello, Jackie. So yeah, so there's kind of a mixture. So you will be seeing lots more Christmas projects coming from me over the next few weeks. Those of you that are doing craft along next week, they are Christmas projects. Yes, about craft along. Craft along has gone in the post already. It went in the post first class, and whilst the Royal Mail strikes are on, I'll be sending the kits first class. Obviously, there are 2 more strikes in the next week or so. So I'm hoping that everything will get to everybody in time, but please be aware, obviously, the postal strikes. So that's all a bit tricky. What else is going on? In the world of Stampin' Up, obviously, we've got the autumn winter catalogue, we've got the annual catalogue. There is still the joining offer going on, £154 worth of products, and you get to join my team. And it costs £99. You get to join, firstly, the best team, but secondly, you'll get a discount on your products. You'll join a great group of crafters. We get to see catalogues first. We get to order stuff first. It is awesome. But if you want to talk to me about it, then send me a message and I will give you a call or answer your questions via email, whatever is your preference. And I think today they have Stampin' Up have added a few things to the clearance rack. So if you're on the hunt for a bargain, and particularly I noticed that there were a few Halloweeny bits, coffins and various crafty things, Halloween crafty things. So do check that out if you are looking for some seasonal crafting things. So I am going to do a bit of crafting. I've got the brand new birthday, I don't know what it's called. Ooh, it's called the birthday card organizer kit. I've got that to show you, but I've also got a couple of Christmas type kits as well that I have shared with you before, but they're still available, and they might work really well if you are just looking to kickstart your Christmas crafting. Hi, Roz. Oh, Marion's saying she's going to pick me up from the airport if I fly into Perth. Thank you. Yeah, it's so on my list. Right. Okay. So today is World Menopause Day. And I know that's kind of a weird subject to talk about on a craft and chat, but I'm a woman on a mission. Talking about menopause is actually something that I'm really passionate about. So I'm actually going to share with you a little bit of my story. And I've got a few resources that I can point you in the direction of. But basically, the reason that I'm so passionate about it is officially menopause affects 50% of the world. 50% of the world's population will go through the menopause. But the reality is, I actually think it affects 100% of the population. Because every woman is connected to men and women around the world, um, and it can affect people in big ways and small ways. And actually, lots of people don't even know what's happening to them. So, just to put this in context, I am 54, and age kind of makes a difference, but not for everybody. So, people due to illness or surgery can go into menopause at any time, really. But generally, perimenopause is kind of late 30s into your 40s. And certainly that was my experience about 10, 12 years ago. I started exhibiting symptoms that I now know, I didn't know then, but I now know are perimenopausal. And it got to a point about 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, 4 years probably, um, where I was actually really, really worried for my health. I was in a huge amount of joint pain. I had dreadful brain fog. I was barely functioning, to be fair. To give you an example, I would ask my son to get some rice. And I would say to him, "Can you get the rice out of the box on the wall or with a door?" Because I didn't know the word for cupboard. I wasn't sure whether I had early onset dementia or whether I'd got a brain tumor. I knew that my world was not good. So obviously, I went to the GP and test after test after test after test ended up with me being referred to rheumatology. I saw a very lovely consultant who then did 100 more tests and decided, in the absence of any other diagnosis, as in they didn't know what was wrong with me, I must have fibromyalgia. And basically, I needed to reduce my stress levels. I needed to rest as much as possible. I needed to take these painkillers for the rest of my life. And I needed to change my world completely. That obviously knocked me for six. And I started doing what I always do when faced with some kind of tricky problem. I started to research. And it became very apparent fairly quickly that most of my symptoms could easily be related to menopause. Brain fog, night sweats, hot sweats, those kinds of things are fairly commonly known. But heart racing and anxiety, joint pain, low levels of estrogen can cause horrendous joint issues. So, after doing some research, I called my GP and I requested to go onto HRT. And I actually specified what type of HRT because the research that I had come across was that transdermal HRT, which is like a gel or a patch or a spray that's put onto the skin, is actually a much safer type of HRT. I'm sure we remember the reports in the media of clinical trials actually that have now been completely debunked. But for a very long time, HRT was considered dangerous. The thinking is completely the opposite. But anyway, the GP, I had a bit of a battle, but I got what I requested, and it took 3 days. 3 days before my joint pain was gone. Took a bit longer, a few weeks, a couple of months probably, for my brain fog to dissipate. Um, but the joint pain was gone. I appreciate that my experience is not going to be the same as anybody else's experience. And I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that your experience would be the same as mine. But what I am saying is there are treatments and there are things out there that may help you with any of those kinds of symptoms that you might be experiencing. And I know also that for some women, they can't take HRT because of previous illnesses or all sorts of other factors, but there are other treatments and other things that might help. So, as I said, I'm a bit passionate about this because it affects all of us. And going into this, I didn't know anything about the menopause. It's kind of nobody talks about it. And I just think it's really important because the more we share, the more we talk, the more research is done, the better things will be for our kids, for our grandkids, for our great grandkids. And that's got to be a good a good thing. Um I'm still in my HRT journey. It has not been a straight road. Okay. There have been lots of ups and downs, and my levels still aren't right. And I have blips in the road. And, every now and again, I forget what the word is for cupboard. I know what it is today. Um, but, for me, I just think that if we talk, it's better. So I am later on today here on Facebook. I'll put an Instagram. I'll put a link to a really good website. It's called Balance, and it has podcasts and videos and PDFs and all kinds of information in all kinds of languages. And they have an app as well, which means that you can actually uh, um, check off your symptoms. They also have a tick sheet of symptoms that you can actually tick and take it to your GP and say, I think this is an issue. So yeah, I am happy, happy to share. And I hope that you don't mind me sharing. I just think that if by me sharing my story, even if it only helps one more person talk about it to someone else or think about it, then maybe somewhere along that line, we will help somebody's world a little bit. So that's why I'm sharing. So let me see. Deborah's saying thank you. Thank you, Anne. Oh, Donna's saying that it's not good for her. She's still having symptoms at 64. Absolutely. Judith, she's been on patches for a long time. They're brilliant. She's 63. Yeah, I am. I started on gel. I'm on patches now. I love them. So easy. Brilliant. Okay. So, shall we get on to crafting then? I'm really pleased actually. My voice is hanging on. So, hopefully, I'll get through the crafting. So let's just stop that. Okay, so I'm going to have to move my microphone and my cup of coffee. Okay, so that's still going to be in shot. Hang on. Okay, I'm just trying. Let's see if that's better. How is the sound now? Because I've moved the microphone. So let me know how the sound is. Oh, that's brilliant, Janet. Janet's saying that those of us that have had a tricky menopause, she's sending sympathy, but she sailed through it with no worries. And this is the point. For every woman, it is completely different. So that's how it is. Different. Okay. So I'm going to start out with a couple of kits you've seen before, and they're still available, and they're Christmas kits, and I just wanted to remind you about them. So there is this one. Okay, so it is called the Love Santa Tag Kit, and you make 3, 6, 9, 12 tags. Now these are sizable tags. So there's one of them. So you can see it's kind of the palm of my hand. So I love these kinds of tags, these big tags, for going on my brown paper packages. So I wrap all my packages in brown paper now, so it can be recycled. And then I have a fancy tag. So there's lots of different ones. So there's 4 different ones. In the kit, you get an acrylic block and a Night of Navy ink spot. You also get some gems. There's lots of die cut pieces and some twine. You then get this stamp set. So let me just put that on there so you can see the stamp set. So I always say this kit is £18. And I always say the acrylic block, your ink pad and your stamps is absolutely worth your £18, let alone that you get to make another 12 tags as well. So you've got Joy and Merry, you've got Christmas and Bright, special delivery to and from, and then a parcel, Love Santa, and the Fir Tree branch. So you can have Merry and Bright or Merry Christmas. Really, really lovely. Great set. So if you're wanting to make some tags, that is a really good set. And there you go. There's a couple of the other. Hang on. Oh, let me just pop them out. Ooh. So there you go. Santa. And then you've got gems and die cut pieces and things to embellish them on. So yeah, really lovely. So that's one of the kits. And then, and I love the fact that they come in these little boxes, because then they stack on your shelf and they're just easy crafting. And then there's this one, and this one is the Christmas Whimsy card kit, and it's got little elves in it, and it arrived really late last year. It was almost at Christmas, and that's obviously why we've still got some. But this is another great kit. So you've got card blanks that are already patterned. You've got die cut pieces just to pop out and sticky pads. You've got gold thread. You've got stars. This has also got a Night of Navy ink spot. Oh, and some little dimensionals as well. And an acrylic block. and some of my favourite stamps. So let me just pop that on there to see if you can see. So you've got stars with little dots and tiny snowflakes with little dots. You've got season's greetings, merriest Christmas to you, and wishing you peace, joy, and love now and throughout the coming year, which I have to say is one of my favourite sentiments ever. So again, this is an £18 kit full of stuff. 8 cards you're going to make, but obviously your stamps, your block, and your stamping spot will go on for years and years to come. And let's just give a bit of love to those envelopes too, with the gold edging. That's all a bit fancy. So that's 2 kits. But this is my new kit. And look, it's a bigger box. It is a bigger box. So I haven't actually unpacked this yet, because I thought I would do it with you. So it's called the Birthday Card Organizer Kit. It's £24. It comes with some double-sided tape. There are no stamps in this, so no stamps or inks. I will show you what is in there. You see, taking the cello off and everything. And when I spoke about this, when it launched last week, the week before, one of the things that I said was, I am going to be giving these as gifts. So I think this box, I probably won't even wrap it. I just put some fancy ribbon and a fancy tag on it. So that's my plan anyway. So we've got double-sided tape, we've got dimensionals, sticky dots. Let me just show you these, because I get asked quite a lot about these. These kind of look weird. So we have sticky dots. Our glue dots come on a roll. And when you lift up the tape, I don't know whether the camera will be able to pick it up, but you have these tiny glue dots. Well, these are the same, just smaller. And basically you lift them off and stick them down. And then you lift off the backing. And you're left with a sticky dot. Can you see that? Yeah, look, that's reflecting. So that's what these are. I do get asked often what they are. So there's some self-adhesive sequins there and some dimensionals. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 envelopes. These have got stripy inners. They're plain white. And 6 gingham insides. Again, plain white envelopes. And then, so that's 12 in total. So we've got 12 card blanks as well. So you've got the black spotty ones. So you've got 6 of those. And then these green gingham ones that are obviously decorated on both sides. 6 of those as well. And they're plain on the inside. Then we've got these die cut pieces. There's a mountain of those. We've got some stickers in all the languages. So we've got French, German, Dutch, and English. Okay. The same with the sentiments, French, German, Dutch, and English. some more labels and some more stickers. Okay. So that's obviously just the backing. And then with all the kits, you've got instructions. And basically, it will just take you bit by bit through how to assemble. So I am going to make one of each card and also assemble the organizer itself. So I know you're going to ask, how big is this organizer? So if you are an inches person, it's 9 inches by 10. If you're a centimeters person, it's about 23 by 26. It's got this lovely rose sketched image on the front that's sort of watercolor washed. And then on the inside here, you've got a really big, deep pocket here. And then you've got the days of the month and then pockets. Now, again, these pockets are deep, and because this is ring bound, you can end up putting lots in. Because I don't know about you, actually, I'd be really interested to know how you organize your cards for sending. Because I tend to have loads of birthdays all in the same months. They just kind of come one after the other. So some of my pockets of these are going to be bigger. And then you've got some more here as well. Another big pocket. So let's just have a look and see what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Yeah. So it's just a case of sticking the month on. That's easy. I can do that. So these are cardstock stickers. So they are heavy duty. And this is cardstock as well. This isn't sort of flimsy paper. February. Could have gone with random languages, couldn't I? July. Nearly there. Ooh. September. So I think there are two ways that you can go with this kit. You could give this kit as a gift, because obviously everything's in there, and you know, a crafting friend or somebody who's beginning to get into their crafting could easily get started. Or you could do what I'm going to be doing, which is make the cards and put all the stickers on and give the completed project as a gift. There you go. Right. So I'm just going to do one of each card. But as I said earlier, when I come to make the rest of this, I'm just going to tuck these bits in here. When I come to make the rest of this, I will make all of one type of card and then all of the other type of card, because again, it will be much easier. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. So card number 1. Fold this back so you can follow along. So card number 1. You've got this little symbol here, which basically says you need to use the double-sided tape. That's what that that's what that roll is for this piece. So I'm just going to fold the card. And then that's going on there like that. Okay. So, and it's only saying to put 1 strip of tape. Obviously, they don't think that you need a lot of tape. There we go. So that is going down there like that. Okay, and then you've got the flower and the additional elements. So you've got leaves and leaves, and basically you've got I don't know, can you see that? There's like dimensionals on the big flower and then little glue dots on the other. Now, I am just going to see if I can make this work. Portrait. You will know from previous crafting, I am not a fan of cards that stand up like this because they tend to fall. I prefer a card to stand up like that. So although I appreciate this is designed to go the other way, I am going to rebel and do it slightly differently. So let's get the dimensionals and these little sticky dots out. Because I need to do it the way that it's designed. Now, obviously, crafters are going to take this kit and do all sorts of different things with it. And you probably have your own favorite glue. And I'm going to pop that there. And of course, you can busily change with your favorite glue. I have to say, these little glue dots are a tiny bit fiddly, but I am grateful that Stampin' Up include them, because basically what then happens is that if you're giving this to a gift, if you are giving this as a gift to a non-crafter, they've got everything that they need. And they're a little bit fiddly. They're not dreadful. And it even shows you where that's what the black dots are. It even shows you where you're supposed to put your glue dots. Oh, Donna's saying that she's watched a video of somebody who's chopped the kit up and done all sorts of wonderful things with it and got more cards and things. And of course, that's the beauty of it. You can make these your own. Let's pop that just there. Just get these backings off. Right, so that's designed to go there. It's not going to be able to go there. Because the dimensional was there. There we go. Okay. Pull that out. Ooh. There we go. Okay, and then it's the It's Your Day sticker. Okay. So that's going to go with the gingham card. Let's just ignore all of that. But there you go. That's really lovely, isn't it? So that's card number 1. So I'll just pop that there. Let's have a look at card number 2. Okay, so we're using the triangle sections from here. So you've got the green triangle and the spotty one. And it says to use double-sided tape. Ooh, did I miss sparkles? I did as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, hang on. Let's go back. It says just here, I don't know whether you'll be able to see because it's quite reflective. You've got the sticker and then you've got 6 sparkles. Now, I will not put 6 sparkles on. I will put 5 on because you need odd numbers. Your eye doesn't like even numbers. No, that's not true. Your eye very much likes even numbers. But basically what tends to happen is if you put even numbers of anything anywhere, what your eye tries to do is it tries to put them into an order, into a logical pattern. And if they are not quite aligned, your brain doesn't like it and it looks odd. But if you put odd numbers, it's much better and your brain is much happier. And it's the same when if you're a gardener, you'll know this. You plant 3 of things and 5 of things. It just looks better. And if you're going to group things together on a mantelpiece or something like that, again, odd numbers is best. Right, so that looks so much better with the sparkles. Right, back to this card. Okay, so that's the envelope for it. So it says to put glue on 2 sides of that triangle and on 3 sides of this triangle. Lorraine's another fan of odd numbers. Yeah. It's one of those exercises that you can kind of do because if you you grab some, I don't know, vases or something and you put 4 out, you will consistently move them until they are all lined up with each other. Whereas if you put 3 out, your brain just accepts them. Okay, so the black triangle goes on first. Oh, let me fold that and reinforce the score. Just so you know, these cards are American or North American standard card sizes. So it will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So slightly different size to a UK standard. So a UK standard is very slightly taller, but slightly narrower. Okay, so you will look at this card and think it's a bit fatter and a bit shorter to what we're used to. It doesn't actually make any difference for postage, but just so you know. So the envelopes for these cards obviously are a different size to our standard envelope. So make sure you keep the envelopes in the kit with the cards. And I'll show you that in a second. So line that up at the very top. and along the edge. And then we're going to do the same with the green one. And this is, it's saying 6 sparkles on this one again. So because I only put 5 on the other one, I'll put 7 on this one. Because, you know, there's never too many sparkles. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Right. And the happiest birthday, again, is a cardstock sticker. So that is going to go just there. And let's, well, I don't know actually. 5 might be enough. Da, da, da. There we go. And there is card number 2. Just bear with me a second whilst I sort out. We've got a little bit of spam going on today. Right, so there is card number 2. So just bring those back in again. So then the way I would put these in is I would actually just slide this in so that the right card is with the envelope, and then just pop them in there ready to go. Right, I'm going to unpop it though, because I want you to be able to see the 2 cards. But I hope you will agree, this is a really, really lovely kit. Pop that there as well, and that one there. I love this card. The other really good thing about this is I often talk about casing things, or it's called copy and share everything. And sometimes we have a bit of a block, or a bit of a trouble with our crafting. And sometimes to take an idea and make it your own is just a really lovely thing. So take this one, for instance. You've got basically 3 different patterns, and you could replicate that with paper, with patterned paper. You could replicate that with embossed panels. In actual fact, I will do that next week. How about that? We'll take this design and make some different cards using this layout and this design. So yeah, so we can do that. And then again with this, you've got a lovely background pattern. You've got a stripe. That could be ribbon or cardstock, and you've got a focal image. And then you've got a really distinctive sentiment here that's just offset. So again, you can easily replicate that. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed your afternoon. I will be back here next week. I am taking a few days off, so if you do try and get hold of me, you might get my out of office. I will respond as soon as I possibly can. Obviously, next Tuesday is Craft Along Day, so some of you I'll see 3 times on next Tuesday. And hopefully your kits will be with you very, very soon. All right, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.